For generations, the American dream was defined by more stuff, more square footage, more hustle. But today's families are rewiring that script, trading the pursuit of status for something far more fulfilling: freedom of their time, flexibility, and of course, joy. Joining us to dig into this new trend is Larry Sprung, founder of Mitlin Financial and the author of Financial Planning Made Personal. Good to have you with us this morning, Lawrence. Nearly half of all Americans say they feel financially insecure, and the numbers do matter, but there's more to this picture of wealth. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so I think we've seen a bit of a change, especially going through the COVID pandemic. I think there's been an emphasis, yeah, money and being financially secure is important by all means, but also having control of your time, making sure you're as healthy as you possibly can. Because let's be frank here. If we don't have our health and we don't have time, then that really doesn't mean anything really for the money. So that, I think, has been elevated as we've gone through the COVID pandemic and come out of it.
And so what role does money play in building a wealthy life if accumulation is not the main goal?
Well, I think it's about using it as a tool to free up your time and be able to enjoy and do those experiential things that we want to do as people, with friends, family, etc. And what I mean by that is money should be used as a tool to get back time. And we all know that we can't create more time, but we can create more time for ourselves by using that money as a tool to have people do certain things for us, whether it's, clean the house or take care of the lawn, because that will free up that time and we'll get that back to utilize it or redirect it in areas that we want to, whether that's with friends, family, or, just working on passion projects, if you will.
Yeah, and what are you seeing in terms of the trends right now, how Americans are moving towards their goals or a broader sense of wealth right now?
I think what they're doing is focusing, on a balance, right? They know that there's a goal in mind, that they need to accumulate a certain amount of wealth, perhaps for their goals and what they're expecting for the future. But there's also this balance where they want to have experiences and enjoy the time and the life that they have currently. Because not everybody, my mom passed away at the age of 47. Not everybody has the ability to make it till retirement. So it's about enjoying those experiences. And what we're seeing is, there was a recent study by the University of Texas that indicates that, spending on experiences such as travel, dining, or other cultural events really yields a greater immediate and lasting happiness than buying things.
Fascinating study there. And I'm sorry to hear that about your mom. That's extraordinarily early and a tragedy, and not an uncommon story. So it's a good reminder for everybody about, the shortness of life. And when we're looking ahead at, planning our lives with this kind of wisdom that we're talking about, there is this side that Americans, I think especially, are ambitious. So where are you seeing that sense of striving play out in this new framework for wealth?
Yeah, so I think what you're seeing is people are following things that they're passionate about, right? We all go to college, we get a great education, hopefully, or hopefully you have the ability to do that, and then come out and you pick a career at a very early age. And what happens is people find that they're kind of stuck in that career and they can't get out of it. So what we're seeing a lot of is people are following their passions and creating side hustles where they can focus on that passion. And, listen, some people have been very successful in shifting from their regular full-time day job into that passion project and that side gig. And I think people are looking, more so to do that today than just simply, follow the career that they've been in just because that's where they've been. I think there's an element of wanting to be somewhere and doing meaningful work that's going to be rewarding to them.
Yeah, so where can people begin if they want to live a more well-rounded, wealthy lifestyle?
I think you have to have a plan. We talk a lot about planning here. Obviously, that's the crux of our firm, and it's so vitally important. And I think where a lot of financial advisors focus is very heavily on the numerical things. How much am I going to need for retirement? How much do I need to send my kids or grandkids to college? And that's all important stuff. But at the end of the day, it really should be a focus more on that experiential thing. What are these monies? What are you accumulating these monies for? What are your expectations? And have your why of why you're accumulating this money to motivate you each and every day to reach those goals. And we try to remind people, as I, shared my story, and I thank you for your kind words about my mom, but I use that as an example because if you're in a situation where you're putting every dollar away for retirement, some retirement that may not come for you, that's not really enjoyable. So the idea is to figure out a way to save for retirement and enjoy life today along the way and find that balance. So find that balance in your plan and get started.
All right, powerful words there. Thank you so much, Larry Sprung of Mitlin Financial. Good to speak with you as always.
Thank you. Have a great 4th of July, everyone.
And same to you.